Wait, what? Yeah, I got me a notification on. I spend too much time on Reddit. I apologize for this so much. All right, well, we got another video here from WatchMojo, or more specifically, MsMojo. Um, yeah, I'm just waiting for my video to finish. Top 10 female directors to watch out for in 2021. And I know people are gonna just, come into this video very biased, but I'm always interested in seeing how many female directors there are. I mean, for example, we got Katherine Bigelow. And, like, look at all the films she's directed. I'm just gonna show you what movies Katherine Bigelow has directed over the years. So, yeah, saying only men should do it, but, there's, like, at least one great female director. Alright. Point Break, Strange Days, the K-19 The Widowmaker, The Hurt Locker, Zero Dark 30, and Detroit. Just to show you. And yeah, I'm just gonna go into this video very quick while my other one is being finished.
We set out to create something wonderful. Something beautiful.
Welcome to MsMojo and to...
We set out to create something wonderful. Something beautiful.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 female directors to look out for in 2021. Our picks for the top 10 female directors to look out for in 2021.
Hold on. Let me just stop the video because you know who made it onto it. I am very sorry. My dogs were still in their night clothes.
Our picks for the top 10 female directors to look out for in 2021.
Other people tend to ignore their narratives.
I'm really excited for Reminiscence personally, because Westworld was so good. I can't wait to see. I do hope it is good, though. I'm praying that it's good.
I don't like other people very much.
But you're glad you did it all right? Of course. What are you gonna do, nothing?
You're special, Ray. You have a talent they call genius.
This list will be looking at some great female directors whose past success has us very excited about their future projects. We'll be focusing mostly on directors who have movies in the works or films set for release in 2021. Which director and film are you most looking forward to?
Eternal?
Number 10, Olivia Wilde.
Yes, I am excited for Olivia Wilde's next film because I really loved Booksmart. I thought it was one of the best films of 2019. And, I can't wait to see her next one. I think it's Don't Worry, Darling. It looks good. From what it's got, like, such a cast in it. I'll have to look it up later. Actually, why not now? Olivia Wilde. Also, I also consider, like I said, Olivia Wilde great actress. Also really beautiful. She does not age. I remember seeing her in, like, Tron, like, I think also it was Cowboys and Aliens where I saw her and I was like, she's really... Alright, back to really the whole point of this, career, Olivia Wilde filmography. Here it is. Alright, here it is. As a director. Don't Worry, Darling. Sorry, my mom was in the background. By the way, I'm on my Motorola phone. Alright, you got Florence Pugh, Harry Styles. Olivia Wilde's also starring in the movie. Gemma Chan, Kiki Lane, and Chris Pine. Now that's interesting. And you already got me sold on Florence Pugh alone. You got me sold on Olivia Wilde, but you also got Florence Pugh. I'm totally gonna check this movie out because I'm so excited for it.
A lot of actors try their hand at directing, and it doesn't always go as well. Olivia Wilde was a notable exception with her 2019 directorial debut, Booksmart.
Name one person whose life was so much better because they broke a couple of rules.
Picasso.
He broke art rules. Name a person who broke a real rule.
Rosa Parks.
Name another one.
Susan B. Anthony.
God damn it.
The film garnered plenty of critical acclaim, as well as earning Wilde an Independent Spirit Award for Best First Feature. And next up for director Wilde is Don't Worry Darling, a film starring Florence Pugh and Olivia's current beau, Harry Styles. We don't have much info about
What? I knew about her. She was actually in a long-term relationship with Jason Sudeikis, and they ended up. I did not know about that. I hope that it. All right, let's see. Current beau. Don't make me look up some of this. Damn it, I was too late. Sudeikis and Wilde's relationship ended in November 2020. Not current beau.
the plot of the film yet, and no release date has been announced.
Nothing more exciting or daunting than the blank page. You know, it's one of the books I'm thinking about doing is a book of quotes. Nothing more daunting or exciting than the blank page.
Fans were hoping to see it in 2021, however, current reports now have it coming out in early 2022.
I feel like at its heart, it's a...
I think that's what I heard about her newest movie being delayed. I think it will end up coming out next year because there are so many movies. Even worse now with the Delta variant. I knew this pandemic wasn't going to end any earlier. At best, this will be over by 2023. Shows you how much faith I've lost in humanity at this point.
relationship movie, and that's the kind of story I'm interested in telling, so I want to find a different type of relationship and tell that story.
Number 9, Lisa Joy.
I know, I'm sorry it's late.
We have time for one more job.
Lisa will see her feature film directorial debut, Reminiscence, hit the big screen on August the 20th, 2021.
Rebecca Ferguson, even. Yeah, me sold Hugh Jackman, but also Rebecca Ferguson. Really attractive woman, too. I'm just gonna say it. I know people are often. I know people. I know the term is simp, but I just call it attraction. I'm easily attracted to women. Shows you how much I am.
Star Reminiscence hit the big screen on August.
If I just compliment how beautiful Rebecca, like she's really beautiful in this dress. Also, Florence Pugh in that golden dress. Before. No, I'm not. I don't go after women in relationships. I just acknowledge that they're beautiful women. I just like to say she's a really beautiful woman, you know. But on top of that, she's also a really great actress because that's always important, you know. Like that actresses should just be more recognized for their talent. Yeah. Now that I think about it, I remember seeing a Reddit post, and it was on the actress from the actress who played Anya Charlotta, who played Yennefer in The Witcher, and there's this post that said Anya's Anya's pussy, and then it just ended up showing her holding a cat, and the first thing that went to my brain was they had me in the first half. Not gonna lie, yeah. But back to Rebecca Ferguson. No, I can't. I remember seeing her in Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. I thought, wow, she's really beautiful. I mean, and she really is beautiful. So, yeah.
August the 20th, 2021, starring Hugh Jackman, Rebecca Ferguson, and Tandy Ray Newton. The science fiction film has Jackman playing a man who offers people the chance to relive any memory from their past.
There wasn't a lot to look forward to. So people began looking back. Nothing is more addictive than the past.
While this might be her first time directing a movie, Joy's no stranger to top-notch science fiction. She was a co-creator, writer, and executive producer of the multiple Emmy Award-winning Westworld.
It's interesting because she's also married to Jonathan Nolan, And I think yeah. I think she also directed a few episodes. Well, let me try looking it up. Um, Lisa Joy. I think she has directed a few episodes of the series. So let's see, director Westworld. All right, she did direct a few episodes of Westworld. Yeah, Pushing Daisies, Burn Notice. I do hope this film's actually good. I'm really excited for Reminiscence. I'm probably more excited for it than most films. Probably, like it's The Suicide Squad, then it's Free Guy, then it's Reminiscence. Forget what are my top five then it's Respect, then it's Candyman.
On HBO, Joy also directed an episode of the show in season 2.
You wanted me to play your game. I'm gonna play it to the bone.
And you still don't understand the real game we're playing here.
Number 8, Naomi Kawasaki.
I'm here today with Naomi Kawasaki. As well, Momo, our translator. Thank you so much to both of you for being with us.
She may not be a household name in North America, but filmmaker Naomi Kawasaki is Japan's most awarded female director.
The events, even in reality, in our daily lives, happen. But what is important, and what I'm trying to describe or depict in my films, is the way that people attach certain emotions to those events.
She was also selected to make the official documentary of the 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games, moved to 2021 due to the pandemic, of course. Though she has primarily worked in the documentary genre, her last film was the 2020 drama True Mothers. The movie showed at both Cannes and the Toronto Film Festival and was Japan's entry for Best International Feature at the Oscars. This woman is one to watch, with the upcoming Olympic documentary and beyond.
なぜだかわからないけど、ここに映画がやってきたんです。私はその役割をまた新しい人とのつながりに変えたいと思い。
Oh shit, I forgot there's an ad. If I wait long enough, the video will probably go back. Yep. Oh, it was a Curiosity Stream ad. Alright.
Number 7, Haifa al-Monsoor. Haifa al-Monsoor isn't just a female Saudi Arabian director. She's the first female Saudi Arabian filmmaker.
I carry the title with a lot of pride, but this is, I think...
What did she say?
Saudi Arabian director. She... Haifa... Number 7, Haifa al-Monsoor. Haifa al-Monsoor isn't just a female Saudi Arabian director. She's the first female Saudi Arabian filmmaker.
I carry the title with a lot of pride, but this is, I think, the most important thing is to make something because you want, there is some kind of a personal satisfaction, and for me it gave me a voice.
Her debut feature film Wajda, which she wrote and directed, came out in 2012, earning lots of praise and attention for al-Monsoor and for Saudi filmmaking.
I wanted to bring a very authentic slice of life from Saudi and to participate in what is happening, opening the country up a little and creating this atmosphere of tolerance, of celebrating art where things and change can be possible and can happen.
The movie would become the first ever Saudi Arabian movie submitted for the Best Foreign Language Oscar, and she followed that up with 2017's Mary Shelley, and in 2018 directed Napoli Ever After for Netflix.
Hey, I thought Common made Ball sexy, but he ain't got nothing on you.
You like it?
Yes, it's so good.
The bomb.
Speaking of Netflix, al-Monsoor is currently working on the Netflix movie The Selection, based on the popular young adult book.
I remember going to school, and this was one, I think, the most common book I would find in the library of my school was just the Selection stuff, like the Kira Cast books. So that might sound interesting.
Series by Kira Cass. Number 6, Sean Hayder. In 2015, Hayder directed her first film, Tallulah, starring Elliot Page and Alison Janney.
My God, my furniture! What have you done? I put out newspapers.
No, these are my things. You have no right to touch them.
The film, released in 2016, was nominated for a Grand Jury Prize at the Sundance Film Festival and had its streaming... Hayder directed her first film, Tallulah, starring Elliot Page and Alison Janney.
God, my furniture. What have you done?
I put out newspapers.
No, these are my things. You have no right to touch them.
The film, released in 2016, was nominated for a Grand Jury Prize at the Sundance Film Festival and had its streaming rights bought up by Netflix. Cut to 2021, and her next film, Coda, which she wrote and directed, also
about this movie. I hope it's good.
Plays at Sundance, but this time she wins the Grand Jury Prize.
All that I need to get by.
Also, her film was again bought by a popular streaming service. This time, it was Apple, who picked it up for $25 million, which, by the way, is a record prize for the festival. Coda will premiere in theatres and on Apple TV Plus on August the 13th. Definitely no sophomore slump for Sean.
There are plenty of pretty voices with nothing to say. Do you have something to say?
Number 5, Liesl Tommy. Liesl was born in Cape Town, South Africa, during the time of the apartheid, and her status as a non-white person saw her forced to deal with racism and segregation.
But that force to survive, the force to thrive is something that cannot be squashed from the human condition.
Her family moved to the States when she was 15, and it was soon thereafter that she discovered the theatre. In 2016, she became the first woman of colour to be nominated for a Tony Award for Best Direction of a Play. She has directed some television over the years, including episodes of The Walking Dead and Jessica Jones.
Who are you?
Doesn't matter. Get out of here. Go.
Did you fly here or something? You need a ride?
I have a ride.
But 2021 looks to be big for Tommy. Her first film, the Aretha Franklin biopic Respect, hits theatres in August.
Have you lost your mind?
Maybe I found it.
I believe I have the chills.
She's also been hired to direct the movie adaptation of Trevor Noah's autobiography Born a Crime. Number 4, Emerald Fennell. Fennell is a very talented Jill of all trades. She's an actress who many will recognise as Camilla Parker Bowles in the Netflix drama The Crown.
Darling, you really know nothing, do you? You need a proper Fred tutorial.
She was also an award-nominated writer and showrunner on the great crime spy thriller Killing Eve. Then, in 2020, Fennell made a big splash with her directorial debut, Promising Young Woman.
Careful.
No, you be careful. I'm not the only one who does this. And some of the other girls, they're really all crazy.
The black comedy thriller, which Emerald wrote and produced as well as directed, earned her Best Picture and Best Director Oscar nominations, and scored her a win for the Best Original Screenplay. As for what's next for this promising young director, she's currently signed on to write Zatanna, part of the DC Extended Universe. They haven't yet set a director though, but Fennell's definitely got our vote.
Would you be open to directing it if they asked you to?
Do you know what? I'm going to be a little slime ball, and I'm not even going to answer that question.
Number 3, Regina King. If Beale Street could talk, it would tell you that Regina King has won an Academy Award and 4 Emmys.
And no,
Yeah, I love Regina King. She is such a talented actress. I really love One Night in Miami.
I lost my mind. We are drinking to new life.
While we all know her primarily for her work in front of the camera in TV and movies, she's been honing her skills behind the camera for years now. She got her first chance to sit in the director's chair in 2013 on an episode of her own show, Southland.
Just even approaching it was like, how is this going to be interesting? But I think it came off really well.
Since then, she's directed numerous episodes of television, but it was her feature directorial debut with 2020's One Night in Miami that made everybody stand up and take notice.
Tell me how it's not empowerment. Everybody talks about they want a piece of the pie. Well, I don't. I want the goddamn recipe.
She's since signed on to direct the adaptation of the comic book Bitter Root, a monster story set in 1924 Harlem.
Waiting again, because the ads keep on popping up. Yeah, Curiosity Stream ad. Sorry, I got a tweet notification here. I just gotta tweet. Yeah, sorry. Sorry. Let's go back to the video.
Number 2, Nia DaCosta. In 2017, there were
Little Woods, which I've heard good things about. I'm really excited for Candyman, and her next movie, she's actually the director of The Marvels, which I'm really excited for. You know, based on her directing, it's like, yep, I don't think you could have chosen a better director.
very few people in Hollywood who knew who DaCosta was, as her credits were bare aside from a couple of short films. Then came 2018 and her feature film directorial debut, Little Woods.
I forgot to be scared. Because I liked it too much.
The Western crime thriller earned her the Nora Ephron Prize at the Tribeca Film Festival and is rocking a 96% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes, may I add. So if DaCosta isn't a household name yet, she soon will be. Her next film is the 2021 horror film Candyman, a sequel to the 1992 movie.
Horror is a really effective tool when it comes to telling stories about things that impact us on a social level. The very function of it is to make you uncomfortable. And I think if that discomfort is attached to explorations of race or gender, you have to then reconcile your feelings about race and gender.
She's also been hired to helm the MCU film The Marvels, making her the youngest director of a Marvel movie. And speaking of Marvel movies and female directors, let's not forget Kate Shortland, who directed 2021's Black Widow.
Hey, you take care of yourself, okay? Don't worry, I got this. I know.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Robin Wright, an award-winning actress whose directorial debut Land comes out in 2021.
I want to notice more. Notice everything around me.
Melanie Laurent, the French actress and director's second English production Nightingale, is in post-production.
Je suis française. Nous respectons les réalisateurs dans notre pays.
Rebecca Hall, the Prestige actress debut film Passing, will be on Netflix in 2021.
I love Rebecca Hall. She's a great actress.
Is it the masterpiece, the great trick?
No. The world is not ready for that one yet.
Jane Campion. She's the only female Palme d'Or winner, and her film The Power of the Dog comes out in 2021.
Jane Campion's made a lot of films, and a lot. Like, she's, like, been around. Yeah, let me look at Jane Campion's films. Jane Campion, New Zealand screenwriter. So, yeah, actually, I got these notifications here. God damn. Yeah, alright, here it is. Jane Campion, filmography. So, let's see which films I can recognize. Alright, The Piano, The Portrait of a Lady, Holy Smoke, which most people remember that for Kate Winslet in the movie. I'm a man, alright, I have problems. The Power of the Dog. Huh. I do hope this. Here's. Oh, okay. So it's gonna premiere in Venice. That's interesting. Oh, it's got to. Look at the cast here: Benedict Cumberbatch, Kirsten Dunst, Jesse Plemons, Thomasin McKenzie, Cody Smith McPhee, Francis Conroy, Keith Carradine, even, and Adam Beach. Awesome. All right. I'm glad to see Jane Campion returning. I mean, I thought The Power of the Dog would be a cheesy name for a movie, but it's like it's Jane Campion, so I gotta check it out.
Strange thing is, I don't think myself silent. That is because of my piano.
Maggie Gyllenhaal. Her parents are filmmakers, and she'll make her directorial debut with The Lost.
Hall is her father. Is it Stephen Gyllenhaal? Yeah. I didn't know Maggie Gyllenhaal was going to be directing. I like Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Daughter.
I think there's something aggressive about it.
And erotic.
And
yeah, I remember watching Mona Lisa Smile a lot. Hey, I like the movie. Don't judge me. You know, I just thought it was an interesting look at the 1950s.
Erotic.
To you, everything is erotic.
Everything is erotic.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Chloe Zhao. When a director wins...
I really enjoyed Chloe Zhao's filmography as of recently, like her films just get better with, you know, she just makes a better film after better film. Like, so far her best one is Nomadland. I'm excited for Eternals mostly because of her. And from what I see, Eternals, it feels like it's going to take a very back to basics approach. I love what they're doing with Eternals, and I can't wait to see it.
Academy Awards for both Best Director and Best Picture. That person is obviously somebody to pay attention to. Even more so when that director is only the second woman to be so honoured and the first woman of colour.
I just love what I do. You know, I just really love it. And if this means more people like me get to live their dreams and get to do what I do, I'm happy.
While Chloe's previous 2 films had received lots of attention on the independent film circuit, 2020's Nomadland raised her profile in Hollywood and internationally.
This scene in Nomadland, it was like, you know, what I like about this life is because from what I know, because like, oh man, Nomadland was such a great film.
It's like my dad used to say, what's remembered lives.
Unfortunately, news of her success was censored in China, the country of her birth, most likely due to critical comments she's made in the past. However, in 2021, we will all be looking for Zhao's production of another film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, The Eternals, which she directed and co-wrote.
I think Marvel I think this film is I think they took a big risk with this one. I think they're going to surprise you. I hope so.
I think it's interesting because, from what I know, Chloe Zhao wanted to go with a back-to-basics approach on Eternals, which is what I loved because, you know, go back to the days of, Phase 1 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you know, where, I mean, nowadays, it's, you know, a lot of it was shot on most locations, like the first 2 Iron Man films. Iron Man 1 was mostly shot within California, you know, exclusively in the United States. And then for Iron Man 2, they did actually film a bunch of second unit shots for they did the aerial photography for Monaco. And, you know, they actually did shoot in those locations. And then with Incredible Hulk, they actually did go to Rio de Janeiro to shoot some scenes because Bruce Banner is in Brazil for like the first 30 minutes of the film, Thor Ragnarok, they actually built a town in New Mexico just to blow it up. They went full blazing saddles on a town, which is amazing. And I think it was really with Captain America: The First Avenger, even though it wasn't part of Phase One. Where they started testing out digital cameras, the Panavision Genesis, which is Panavision's first digital camera. This is what it looked like. I'll show you the picture here. Sorry, my dogs are barking and it's just crazy. Let's see, Panavision Genesis. This is what the picture looks like. Damn it. Yeah, it's a digital camera, yet it's a digital camera, which is designed to look like a film camera, which is amazing. And my mom is talking in the background. Let me just close the door. This is what the Genesis looks. Um, I bet you this is like Steadicam for the Genesis. And then yeah. I remember Dean Semler. I think Dean Semler was one of the first people to use this camera on the movie Click. Memes to Renegade Media Group and a Ricky Berwick video. And what's interesting about Captain America: First Avenger, while it was the first Marvel Cinematic Universe film, the main unit was digital, whereas the second unit was shot on film because they actually thought we could film that explosion plate digitally, and they tested it. And Joe Johnston and Shelley Johnson, the film's director and DP, were like, I think the explosion plates would look better on film. And they were like, yeah, you're probably right. And they handed that over to Jonathan Taylor, who was the second unit on that. I know I shouldn't, but what's exciting about Eternals is that it was shot on actual location. I remember there's a production story where they were actually they were almost in danger, from what I know. I think they were on the Canary Islands. Let's see, Eternals Canary Islands incident. Canary Island incident. Because I remember, yeah, um, um, so let me look at it because I remember reading about that where they were on set, and yeah, here it is. Filming took place in the Canary Islands by early November of 2019. The filming cast and crew, including Jolie and Madden, had to be evacuated from a shooting location on the island of Fuerteventura when an explosive device was found there. The device, thought to be a remnant of an army net, was thought to be a remnant armament from a Nazi base in World War II. And they had to like evacuate the crew. Yeah, which shows you. But I'm glad that with Eternals, I'm more excited that, Marvel has decided to actually take a back to basics approach. And from what I know, Chloe Zhao said that The Revenant was a primary influence. I loved The Revenant. The Revenant was a beautiful film. The film that finally won Leo DiCaprio's Oscar. Also, what's interesting is that it really does. I'm glad that it's more different in that it's shot in an actual location. But I think that Eternals might be the last movie to ever shoot on existing locations because with the pandemic, we also have that happen. But from what I know as well, Thor: Love and Thunder is going to be shot using some of the Mandalorian technology. In fact, they actually Industrial Light and Magic, I think, went to Australia and they built a whole stagecraft because to shoot in Australia for Thor: Love and Thunder, which is amazing. So yeah, I really am excited for Eternals. The thing with the Chinese government, even though Chloe Zhao is from China, but I think it's just really. I mean, I kind of have problems with the Chinese government myself. I mean, let's all be honest. It was the Chinese government that was responsible for unleashing the coronavirus upon us. If it were me, I would say China should be a quarantine zone. No one in or out of China until it's gone. But no, we fly back. The cases start soaring up. Everything is closed. Bars, malls, movie theaters, the economy, people lose their jobs. I have every right to be angry with the Chinese government because they did this to us. Alright, here's the thing. I do not hate Chinese people. I do not. I hate the Chinese government. Government. Because it's the government of every country, not just China, not just the United States, but London, France, you name it, that are so corrupt that they don't care what happens. It's like, nowadays, it's just the higher ups. It is just going to be, the rich and the poor, essentially, which is sad. And it makes me sad that, like, no one is waking up. It's like there's an ongoing pandemic. Just to prove it to you, so many people will throw parties even though it said not to. But it's like, okay, I hate the government as much. I'm not a big fan of the government because they screw us over every chance they get. The banks, everything. But if you want the world to go back to normal, then stay inside of your homes. Stay inside of your goddamn homes. Don't go out risking more lives just because you want to tell the government up your. Like I said, I hate the government, but at least I am smart in my dislike of the government, mostly. Because, I mean, to be fair, okay, this is just leaving me angry. I will watch Eternals. I will watch Shang-Chi. And I will tell the Chinese government to, I will break the hand of the head of the. I want the Chinese government. You know, I do. Once the pandemic finally ends, probably in 2023, I want God to unleash the 10 plagues of Egypt upon China. I'm talking locusts. I'm talking deaths of the firstborn. I'm talking everything. Like, turn the rivers of China red as blood. As sort of like, this is what you get, China. This is what you deserve for nearly causing, the destruction, the end of the world. Wow, it went from a long discussion from Marvel to my hatred of the Chinese government. It's like, the best thing China ever gave us was martial arts cinema. That is the best thing China gave us. Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Jet Li, even though he was born in Singapore, even though he's from Singapore. Um, what else? Donnie Yen. The best thing China gave to the world was Hong Kong martial arts cinema. Nothing more. That is the only good thing China ever gave us. That is God's honest truth, pure and simple. And I'm going to end here because I've run on for too long. I don't know when this video will be uploaded, but this is MsMojo or MsMojo's top 10 female directors to watch out for in 2021. I'll leave a link to the original video down below, links to both WatchMojo and MsMojo, and a link to my Instagram. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I gotta end the video here because I've been going on for so long. Godspeed, everyone. Take care.